Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts 3 news and information video. Today for you guys, we've got some saucy stuff to talk about when looking towards Keyblades in the game, as recently Geek.com was able to sit down with Square Enix, play a bit of Kingdom Hearts 3 and talk furthermore about the game. During the session, a PR representative from Square actually got onto the topic about how you can actually level up Keyblades in Kingdom Hearts 3, which is a little bit of a different system because when we look at previous Kingdom Hearts titles, there's never been a system in place where Keyblades are able to obtain XP and be leveled up to, of course, be further strengthened. Now, Kingdom Hearts Recoded would be the only exception to this, as well as Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, or as it's known as now, Union Cross. As in both of those games, you're actually able to level up your Keyblade. In Union Cross, you use synthesis-based materials in order to do so, and then in Recoded, you level up your Keyblade by simply just using it, and whenever you defeat enemies, XP will go towards the Keyblade. Otherwise, when we look at the mainline games like Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Dream Drop Distance, Birth by Sleep, there's never been a system in place for being able to level up your Keyblades, and this has most certainly been a system that I've been crossing my fingers for to be put into the game, just because it adds another extra layer of progression. Of course, we have our character leveling, but also on top of that, we also now have Keyblade leveling as well. Now, we've seen none of this so far within any of the footage we've seen, trailers, or even playing the demo itself. There is no signs of Keyblade leveling whatsoever. This system has probably not been implemented, but even furthermore, we don't really know exactly how Keyblade leveling will work when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3. However, let's read up on the news and information. This is what the PR representative from Square said. Players can now equip up to 3 different Keyblades at once. They can also level up each Keyblade to make them stronger. Before, there was no incentive to continue using Keyblades obtained from previous worlds, since the newer Keyblades were more powerful. Now Keyblades you have a fondness for are viable even later in the game, since you can now level them up. So this is so true. Pretty much in every single Kingdom Hearts game, the way in which you would equip Keyblades is you would always equip the strongest currently available Keyblade that you have. You would finish one world, receive the Keyblade from that world, and then use that to replace your currently equipped one. That's generally always the way that Keyblades would work in Kingdom Hearts. You would never really ever go back and use a older Keyblade that you received somewhere from the start of the game, just because the Keyblades that you obtain towards usually the end of a Kingdom Hearts title are just significantly more stronger than the Keyblades you would obtain at the start of the game. So with actually having a leveling system in place for Keyblades, like it was saying here in the information, it just gives players more of an incentive to use a larger variety of Keyblades, and especially now that we can use up to 3 at once in the field itself, I think leveling goes hand in hand with that system as well. Now, like I said, we have no idea exactly how this leveling system is going to work. Is it going to use a traditional method of just killing enemies, receiving XP, and from there on in your Keyblade becomes stronger and stronger? Or is it going to sort of take a Union Cross direction where you actually level up your Keyblades via synthesis? So meaning that you actually have to go out into the worlds, collect synthesis materials, bring them back to the Moogle, and you can then use those to strengthen your Keyblades. For me personally, I like the idea of just the simple traditional means of, if you're using that Keyblade, any enemies that you defeat and XP you gain from them will be gathered by the Keyblade you're currently using in that moment. That's sort of the normal system that I would like to see. Now, whenever you can level up something, that pretty much signifies the fact that it can eventually become stronger. Now, when it comes to Keyblade leveling in Kingdom Hearts 3, we also don't know how many total levels will consist in the leveling itself. Is there going to be a total of 10 levels to each Keyblade, 20 levels, 30 levels, 99? As a base example, let's use 20. So say there's going to be 20 total levels for each Keyblade throughout Kingdom Hearts 3. I think a cool system would be that for each level that you obtain for each Keyblade, you increase its base stat. So say its base stat is either strength or magic, which is standard for Keyblades throughout Kingdom Hearts. Each level I gain for, say, the Olympus-based Keyblade, it increases the strength stat by 1. But also throughout Keyblade leveling, you unlock other abilities like support-based abilities or action-orientated abilities as well. These could be things like combo extensions, aerial combo extensions, and also action-based abilities too. On top of that as well though, upon hitting the max level for a Keyblade, it would also be cool to unlock things like growth growth abilities. These were abilities in Kingdom Hearts 2 that were like dodge roll, aerial dodge, glide, etc. We know that drive forms aren't going to be returning in Kingdom Hearts 3, and rather they are kind of replaced with Keyblade transformations. So what if growth abilities were actually attached to Keyblades this time around, that upon maxing out a Keyblade, you actually unlock a growth ability, or more so of an ability that you actually get to keep forever. This would be the incentive of using absolutely every Keyblade throughout the game in order to achieve the ability that you'll unlock upon maxing out that Keyblade. And honestly, I like this idea because, like I said, it just gives players more of an incentive to go back and use an older Keyblade that they otherwise wouldn't use. Now, I also believe that leveling up your Keyblade will not change the Keyblade's appearance as you strengthen it. This is what we see in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. When you level up your Keyblade, eventually it does change appearance, and by the time you end up maxing out that Keyblade, the Keyblade looks really, really cool. However, in Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't think this will be the case. I think that the appearance of the Keyblade will just kind of stay looking stock standard throughout the whole time of use. However, though, upon reaching max level for a Keyblade, I think it would be cool to at least add a little something to the Keyblade itself, just to show off the fact that yes, you have maxed out that weapon. Maybe like they do it in Union Cross, maybe Square could just add like a nice little glow effect around the Keyblade upon maxing it out. That way you know you have done the hard yards and grinded all the way up to the max level for that Keyblade. But guys, that is pretty much it for today's news and information. Some pretty saucy stuff. I like the idea that Square Enix are adding yet another layer of progression. It just gives us another thing to sort of focus on and do while playing the game, and I really like the idea of that. We've never really had a system like this in a mainline Kingdom Hearts title before, and so I'm really interested to see exactly how this is going to work out, and really how this kind of changes up the flow of the game. We're not just going to be focusing on primarily Sora and customizing his abilities, but also our equipment as well. In the comment section down below, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions towards Keyblade leveling. Do you like the idea of it? And how exactly do you think it's going to work? I would love to know. However, guys, I'm Cynical. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.
Hit them on the page, you'll be coming through stunning. Gold in my mouth when you suckers be bluffing. Milk crate, gaming up the bitch though. Catch me in the back playing Super Nintendo.